Aha, we are live. Haha, brilliant. Borada, Shamai, good morning, guten Tag, bon matin. Don't listen to my French accent. I was worried about the internet then, so I'm thrilled to see you. It is I, Sarah Tagg, live from Tagg Towers. There's no sign of Sam, he's sleeping somewhere. And I'm wishing you a really good morning. It's a Tuesday morning. It is a bit grey out there, but I just thought today, well, thank goodness we've got this class. So we're going to do a really nice bit of aerobic movement, little bit of strength work for the upper back, for the legs and for the core muscles, but mostly a little bit of stamina work. There's a nice warm up thrown in, there's a cool down with some flexibility. So we're getting lots of aspects of fitness today. So without much further ado, just check the space around you. You can see I've got my trusty chair there. And what I do like to say at the start of every session is I've got a chair without arms. It's nice and sturdy. You can do this session seated. You can do everything that everyone else is doing. It's just sitting down. So if you do feel the need to do this in a chair, please join us. It's such fun. Just do as much as you can. And if you're going to do it standing, then again, please join us. Do as much as you feel comfortable doing. It is not about pushing yourself to the limit. It is about finding that level that you can work out, improve your fitness and your sense of well-being without really, pushing to the max. So forget what Jane Fonda said. No, what was it? Something about feeling pain. I can't remember. It's about working at your level. Okay, so doing enough to improve your fitness, but not pushing so hard that you spend the next couple of days absolutely wiped out. Now, are you feeling well on that point? So if you're not feeling well, today is not your day. And remember, if you're recovering from some sort of injury, if there's something you feel isn't really working for you, use the chair or go back to an exercise you think is working for you. Okay, just repeat that a couple of times or just go back to a walk on the spot till the next exercise that works for you. Okay, so the walking is our option we're always going back to. Right then, enough talking. I do believe that Billy Tagg is joining us from the downstairs studio, the living room. So good morning, Billy. Well done for joining me. This is his PE for Tuesday. Now, find a really nice space around you. Okay, it doesn't matter if it's a small space. Okay, just make sure you've got just a little bit of room to maneuver. And if you haven't, just be aware of your limitations. We're going to stand feet hip width apart. We're going to lift that chest. And we're just going to start with some nice shoulder rolls, okay? So we're just going to draw these shoulders up to the ears and back down. So we're just going to release any tension, get the shoulders warmed up. And what we're going to do, as the shoulders come down, we're just going to take it really small. We're just going to take the knees off lock. Just start to gently take the knees off lock, then straighten as the shoulders come up. We're going to do one more. Just relax those shoulders down. We're going to take these feet just a little bit wider than hip width apart. We're just going to squeeze those bottom muscles, draw those lower abdominals in gently. And then we're just going to take a little side bend. So we're going to lift that rib cage out of the hips. We're going to lengthen up. Try and keep your shoulders nice and relaxed in this one. And remember, we're just easing into it. So we're just warming up that lower back. You've got it. Good morning to you. Good morning. We're now starting to sort of think, oh, God, yeah, we're actually here. We're doing something. So just take your awareness into that lower back, and then we're going to take some little toe taps forwards. So with our pace, remember, this is the warm-up. So we're easing into it. We're easing into it. It's going to take us about 10 to 12. Well, it's probably another 12 minutes now. I've talked you through most of it. But we're just going to push that big toe down towards the floor. And then we're just going to take a heel dig. So just find the pace, find the range that works for you. You don't want to go straight into boom, boom. We're just going to ease into it gently. That's beautiful, friends. That is the way to do it. Now let's take these heel digs, take some taps to the side. And remember that really nice strong trunk. So we're not sort of letting that head swing side to side, because that's going to make you feel slightly dizzy. And it's not doing anything for these core, well, it's not doing nothing for the core muscles, but by holding that strong trunk, we're really making them work. Now, let's think about bringing these feet in. We're going to take that little pedal. Remember the joggers, what do we call it? The joggers walk, the joggers run? Oh, I don't know. It's too early. Heels up and down, that's what we'll call it. We're just going to take those heels up and down. That's the way. And then we're going to bring those heels down. So we're going to just gently move those feet back to hip width apart. We're going to, again, just squeeze that bottom in gently, soften those knees, okay? And then we're going to just roll those shoulders up and down, bring those hands underneath that rib cage. So now we're warming up that thoracic spine, okay? It's this bit attached to the ribs. Most of it's attached to the ribs, I think. And can't remember what my name is this morning, let alone that. So we're just taking this gentle twist from the start position. Just if those shoulders creep up, when you come back to center, just relax them down. Draw that tummy button in. Keep those hips nice and stable. And then we're going to bring it in and we're going to let those arms just swing. So this is a really nice trick to get the shoulders warmed up, but just to get the shoulders to relax a bit. Because if the shoulders won't relax, the arms sort of do this. So just let those shoulders relax a little bit. Just gently move those feet however you feel comfortable. And then we'll just let those arms come back down. Good. All right, we are cooking on gas. Let's take a little bit of a walk on the spot. So while you're walking, I'm going to show you what this would look like in the chair. So we'd want to be sat so that the feet are comfortably on the floor, and we're just going to not lift those knees too high in the chair. So we can do everything. So we're going to go back to that standing. And I want to see that 90-degree bend at the elbow. Obviously, if you're walking down the street, you're not going to be doing this. But it just seems to work when you're walking on the spot. And we're going to get those elbows moving forwards and backwards. I mean, if you want to walk like that, that's fine. I suppose that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Don't let me boss you around, chums. Okay? I'm far too bossy for my own good. Now, bring it in, and we're just going to see if we can lift those knees up a little bit higher. Good. Lift those knees up a little bit higher than we would if we were walking. And then bring it down, okay? Walk it out. Let's see now if we can take those little taps out to the side. We're going to add a little push with those arms. Good. So the fingers are pointing where those feet are going to go. Over there. Over there. Good. And then we're going to see if we can bring it in back to that jogger's walk, okay? So we're going to now circle those elbows. So we're just increasing that range at the shoulder joint. That's it. Good. Lovely. Just as small or as big as you feel comfortable going to. And then we're going to bring it down. And this time we're going to take those little squeezes behind us. So those backward taps. So when we're tapping behind us, we're looking to really squeeze that bottom muscle, keep that nice strong trunk, okay? Watch out for really throwing that pelvis out. So sometimes we do this and we really stick the bottom out and lift the chest. So try and use these core muscles to avoid overarching there. And we can add a little bicep curl if you like. We can add a bicep curl. We're going to do 3 and 2. Now, on the last one, leave that foot there. Let's come into that calf stretch, okay? I'll show you from this angle. Just press the heel down towards the floor, nice strong trunk, up, bring it in, little pedal, and we'll do the same on the other side. And remember, this back foot, if we can imagine putting on a clock face, we want the heel at 6, the big toe at 12. Good work. Looking straight ahead. And then we're going to bring it in and we're going to go back to those heel digs and we're going to add a bicep curl. Good. Now we're going to tap in, just at your pace. We're going to talk about that scale of 1 to 10 of how hard you're working. And this is very much related to your breathing rate, how you're feeling overall. So if 10 is sprinting as fast as you can, don't even know what I can do. And then I'm not going to go there, okay? We're not talking about sprinting as fast as we can. So we don't want to be at a 10, okay? But 1 or 0 is lying on the sofa. Ooh, we don't want to be there either. So in the warm-up, we want to be somewhere 2, 3, maybe a 4, but 4 is pushing at the far end, okay? When we're in our main section, somewhere between 4, so working, a bit of a challenge, to fairly challenging, so somewhere between 4 and 7. If you find yourself creeping into, this is really hard, this is very hard, or I have to stop, we're going too hard. Okay, right, bring it in, guys. We're going to now see if we can just reach up, and we're going to reach up. Good. So we're just not going all the way yet. We're just going as far as you feel comfortable and gradually increasing that range. Good. And then I'm going to get you to just open out those arms. I'm sorry if someone stood next to you then, just got more than they bargained for. I should have warned you. We're just going to come in, just gently squeeze those shoulder blades together. Good. Looking out onto the horizon or looking straight ahead. And we're going to bring it in. Good. Now, back to those knee lifts. And if you can, we're going to add that little bit of rotation. So you're holding onto that strong trunk. We're not leaning forwards, not leaning backwards, but we are getting a little bit of rotation. Good. And then we're going to bring it down. Now, walk it out a little bit wider, and we're going to see if we can pick these heels up behind you. So we want these knees pointing down towards the floor. Good. Remember, we're still warming up. We're still warming up. Go easy. And then bring it down. Good. Okay, back to those heel digs. Now, what we're going to do is, as you take that heel dig, we're just going to just gently lift that chest. Really easy does it. Just towards that straight leg. So you're feeling a little bit of stretch down the back of the leg, but nothing major. Okay. We're just taking the hamstring group of muscles in the back of the leg to their full range. That'll do. We're going to walk it out. Good. Okay. So while we're walking it out now, I want to give you a pat on the back, but I'm not there. So I want you to pat yourself on the back, okay? Same hand, same shoulder. Give yourself a nice little pat on the back. Just over, pat, bring it back. Good. So this is what we call flexibility on the move, okay? It's called dynamic flexibility. And what we're doing is not stopping to stretch before we exercise. We're just getting you to take those shoulders to their full range before we start. Good. Now, while we're walking, let's see if we can make these elbow circles one at a time and maybe a little bit bigger than you did before. But don't worry, if you've got an injury to that shoulder, just keep the circles a little bit smaller. And then we're going to lead with that thumb. Good. It's almost as if you're trying to brush your ear, but it doesn't matter if you don't. Don't sort of strain and bring it there. Good work, guys. Now we're going to take a little step to the side, bring this foot across. We're going to step, bring that foot across. So single side steps. So when we're doing this, we're clearing the floor, but we're stepping with the outside of that foot. We're going to go 5, 4, 3, push those palms behind you. Good. Let's do another 4, okay? 4, push. Nice relaxed shoulders. 3, push. 2 and 1. Excellent work, guys. Walk it out. Walk it out. Now, I think we stretch most things out, but I want us to practice some of our little squat movements. Now, glue those heels to the floor. We're just going to gently bend those knees, come back up, squeeze the bottom at the top of the move, okay? So I know some of us like to stick those hands out, but make sure we don't do that, okay? That's just going to use your back muscles. You're going to drop the bottom behind your heels, but as you do that, make sure those knees bend in alignment. So with that second toe, with that big toe, good. Only as far as you feel, yeah, my knees are okay. My alignment's good. I'm not throwing my back out. Squeeze at the top. Open up that chest. Let's just do 2 more minis. Good. And 1. Lovely. Bring it up. We're going to dig those heels in front of you. Good. All right. Add that bicep curl. We're going for the re-warmer. We're going to go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now toe tap. Toe tap. We're going to add a chest press. We're going to go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now tap to the side. Good. Now we're going to add that lateral raise or that chest press again. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And bring it back to that walk on the spot. Roll those shoulders up to the ears and back down. Good work. Okay. All right. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, guys. Let's just take a little toe tap. Now, I'm hoping you've got a little bit of water. If you haven't, don't panic. And if you're not one to drink while you're exercising, that's fine. But just make sure you drink when we've finished, all right? But if you do feel thirsty, you can just sip up, keep your feet moving, and just make sure you come back in a little bit slower and just get back into it. But make sure if you're stopping to get water or a comfort break, try and keep your feet moving as much as possible. Oh, I've just seen a Broniva. You are in the right place for Gareth's class. I am taking the class for Gareth, if that makes sense. I'm about the only person in the Nurse Team Ceredigion that's got enough internet. So that's why. So welcome to class. Now, here we go. Here we go. We are going to be doing 12 exercises. So keep your feet moving. I'm going to get the music going. Okay. We're going to do about 45 or 50 seconds on each exercise. We're going to walk for recovery for about 10 seconds between each one. Now, if you're feeling particularly fit, if you've kept your fitness levels going over the last couple of months, you can make the recovery almost part of the aerobic workout. You can keep the walk quite active. If you need a little bit of recovery, you just need to calm, you're just going to make the walk very gentle. Okay, so are we ready, my friends? I want to see a little walk on the spot to start off with. I've got my stopwatch there. I forgot to put the stereo close to you to get started, but it's right here. We've got our 70s playlist. So we're going to do 45 seconds of marching on the spot. Off you go. I'm going to give you some music. Am I going to give you some music? We'll see. Keep marching. Keep marching. All right then. Are we ready? She says. Are we paired? We are paired. Oh, that's the problem. Okay, it's the stereo. Right. Keep marching on the spot. You've got 15 seconds. Good work. Okay. All right, we're on it. Okay. Are we ready? Good. You got 3. We're still marching on the spot. You can do a little punch if you like. 2, 1. Okay. Now we can use this as a little bit of recovery, or you can carry on marching. We've got kicks coming up. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. So just a little kick. Good. Now, if you want to work harder, you can just kick a little bit faster. If you just want to work not quite so hard, you're going to make those kicks a little bit slower. Now, another thing to make those kicks work a little bit harder. We're going to reach opposite hand, opposite foot, keeping that strong core. Good. Up to you. All right. Brilliant, guys. Woo. That's 35 seconds gone already. Okay, keep it moving. Lovely. So there's a little kick forwards. We got 3, 2, 1. Walk it out. Now this can can be our recovery walk, remember, or we can work a little bit harder. All right, now we're going backward taps next. Tap and in. Good. Tap and in. We can add that forward raise. I'm going to go a little bit faster. Tap, tap, tap. I'm going to show you from a different angle. Great work, guys. Keep that strong core. Now, if it gets too much, take the arms out. Good. You've got this. Brilliant work, guys. Think about that breathing. Remember that's 7 on the scale of 1 to 10. 3, 2, 1. Walk it out. Now, we're going to do a little bit of balance. Okay, a little bit of balance on the move. We're going to stand on this leg and we're just going to tap the heel forwards. Then we're going to tap the ball of the foot behind you. So forwards and back. Now, while you're doing that, this heel stays firmly on the floor. The knee is bending in line with that big toe. We can make it smaller. We can make it bigger. Good. So there's a bit of strength, bit of balance. You may find you need to hold onto the wall, heel and toe. Good. We're going to change legs. March it out. We're going to change legs. So standing on one foot, heel. So if you find that challenging, use the ball. Make the movement smaller. Okay? Keep that supporting heel on the floor. If you're finding it okay, you can lose your support. Okay, but it's there just in case. And you can make that step a little bit bigger. Good. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Walk it out. Woohoo! So while we're walking, take a little circle. Breathe out. Okay. Are we ready for knee lifts? Off we go. Lift. So with these knee lifts, we're keeping that strong trunk. Now remember, you can add that opposite hand tap. Good. Now we can slow it down, make the movement smaller. Or we can make those movements a little bit bigger, a little bit faster. Good. But keep that strong trunk. Woo! Oh, you are going to feel so good at the end of this. We're going to just chase away that grey, chase away the damp. Bring in the sunshine, guys. Okay, we're going to go 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk it out. So for those of you who are joining me today for the first time, I apologise about my timing. It's usually fairly dreadful. Okay, are we ready? Take the feet a little bit wider, squeeze those heels to the bottom, hamstring curl. Now again, strong trunk. See if you can draw that tummy button away from the waistband of your trousers, just to help keep that pelvis from over tilting. Good, now we can make that smaller. We can do the backward taps if they work better. Remember, you can walk on the spot at any time. Now, bring those hands in front of you if you can. We're going to add a row. Good. Good. Now, nice relaxed shoulders. Now, if this gets too much for your breathing, if you move from a 7 to an 8 or a 9 on that scale of 1 to 10, take the arms out, make the movements a little bit smaller. Brilliant. 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk it out, guys. Ooh, roll those shoulders. Breathe out. You've got this. This is fantastic. Now, side step. Should we go this way? All right, let's do it. 3, 2, 1. Step together, step together. Right, that's good. Now you can go faster if you like. I'm going to step it up. Step, step. Just find a pace that works for you, guys. Brilliant. Now, All right, now I'm going to add a little bit of arm movement. I'm going to add a chest press. Brilliant, guys. 3, 2, last one. Walk it out. Roll those shoulders. So you have the power with this exercise. You can slow it down, take the arms out, it calms it down. You can make it faster, add some arm movement, increase the range to make it more challenging. So think about how hard you're working. Do you need to lower, stay where you are, or higher? All right, next one. Ooh, walk yourself to your little Tims, guys. Forgot to say this at the start, didn't I? We're going to do some upright rows. So if you haven't got the Tims, that's fine. I'll start without them. Now, palms facing you. We're going to squeeze. Now, you can't see my feet because I very helpfully put the Tims in the way, but we're going to keep those feet moving. Squeeze. Why keep your feet moving? That's why we use the light weights in this session, because we've been working aerobically. We don't want you to get dizzy. Stop those legs moving, okay? Good. So remembering these sessions are designed for the older adult, okay? So we need to keep those feet moving. Now on Thursday, because we don't do the aerobic work, we don't move the feet. We can challenge a little bit differently. Good. We got 4 more. 4. Good. Now strong elbows, guys. Lovely. See, those Tims are quite close to the body. And slowly lower down. Good. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. You've got it. Can you feel those upper back muscles working around the shoulder blades? Good. Now when you put your Tims down, keep that back nice and straight and strong. I'm going to put them there. All right. Nice bit of recovery, guys. We've got 4 more stations and then we'll have a little break. Okay, we're going to punch. So we're going to march on the spot. We're going to punch it out. So the marching can be small. It can be very active. The punching can be small. It can be very active, but keep those arms nice and strong. Shoulders relaxed. Now we can punch forwards, down, forwards. You can even punch up if you like. Good. Forwards, down, forwards, up, forwards, down, forwards, up. Brilliant, guys. Keep it up. Down, forwards, up, forwards, down, forwards, up. Okay, walk it out, tap it out, whatever you want to recover. Okay, next we're going to do double side steps. You need enough room to do 2 steps. Do singles if you haven't. 3, 2, 1. We're going to step together, then back together. Good, a little bit faster. Step. I'm going to add my arms. We're going to wash those windows. You ready? Wash. Nice little circles. They can be smaller. They can be bigger. So see how we're doing? How those shoulders feel? Brilliant, guys. Keep it going if you can. Slow it down if you need to. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, bring it in. Walk it out, guys. Whoo! Now what we're going to do next is we're going to take those feet just a little bit wider than normal. Do you remember that wide base sway? I'm just going to show you from this angle. We're basically taking the weight into one foot, tapping the big toe on the floor with the other side. All right, are we ready? Off we go. Now, we're going to see if we can just add a little punch forwards. Good. And then we're going to see if we can punch across the body. Ooh, bit of a yellow. You can go faster, but you need to reduce the range. Okay, let's slow it down. So it's up to you. We can punch forwards. We can punch across. Good. 3, 2, 1. Walk it out. Oh, here's Sam. Oh, here's Billy Tagg. I thought you were doing this downstairs. PE, young man. All right, last exercise. Do you want to come do it with me? Okay, we're going to take those feet hip width apart. Squat time, guys. Ready? Heels glued to the floor. That yellow arm you can see in the distance is Billy. Good work, Billy. That's it. Weight into your heels. Feet big. That's good. Brilliant. Stick your bottom behind your heels. You've got it. Well done. He's there. Good. Okay, there we are. It's suddenly all gone chaotic. 10 seconds to go, guys. Brilliant. Now, if you want to make it harder, good. Let me give you an alternative on the chair. All right. So remember, I'll sit to stand. Just make sure that chair's secure. Last one. Okay. Whew. Walk it out, guys. Slightly chaotic, whole first section, but that's what's so much fun about these classes. So we've got Billy doing it downstairs. We got Sam haranguing him. We got you guys at home. We're going to have a little comfort break. Oh no, you've missed the whole thing? Yeah. Right, you can catch the second half now, okay? Can't get the staff. Okay. So what we're going to do is just keep your feet moving, have a little bit of a drink. So I like to use this container, but when you're at home, it doesn't matter what you've got, but just do keep your feet moving. We've worked pretty hard there. So your heart will be beating a little bit faster. Your breath will be coming a little bit faster, which means if we stop, it's going to take a lot more to get that blood back up to the heart and the head. So that's when we feel a bit dizzy. So it's all about just keeping well while we recover. Have our little break. All right. Are you ready to go again? Me too. Me too. Let's do it, shall we? So we're going to start with that march on the spot again. So don't worry if you've missed a bit or if your partner's in the toilet. Okay. We're just going to march it out, 45 seconds, off you go. So, with the marching, you can march on the spot, you can march forward for 4, back for 4. Okay, up to you, you can march to the side. If you've got a mansion, you can actually walk, instead of this funny heel-toe aerobic style walking, you can actually take that heel-toe walk. I can't do it here. So I'm just going to get those arms moving, lift those knees out, lift those feet off the floor. Good, we got 5 seconds of marching. Where did that go? 3, 2, 1, tap it out. Now remember, you can keep marching if you want to work a little bit harder. Now, we've got those kicks next. So when you're ready, we're going to go 3, 2, 1, off we go. Kick, kick. So we're not locking those knees out when we're kicking. So, you know, the leg goes a little bit straighter, but we're not flicking it. So that knee, all right, because you'll soon find you don't want to do this session if you do that. So nice and controlled. Just point that toe or the heel, and we can reach with that opposite arm if you like. Fantastic, guys. Now, slow it down if you need to. Brilliant. I'm going to show you from this angle. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Walk it out. I'm just going to take a nice big circle with these arms while we recover. Now, backward lunge or backward taps next. Tap and in. Good. Tap and in. Then you can add those arms. It's out and in. Out and in. Good. Out and in. We've got this. Fantastic, guys. High energy today. I can feel the energy coming at me through this screen. I don't know how I can tell. I can just tell. Well done. Keep it up. All right. Keep that movement going, even though there's no music. That's what I was going to say. There's no music. Okay. Last couple and bring it in. Woo. Breathe out. Make sure we're breathing out. Roll those shoulders up and back. Good. Now, we're going to see if we can do that little balance on the move again, okay? So you might need to hold onto that wall, remember? Heel and back. Good. Remember that supporting leg. The knee needs to bend in line with that second toe. Good. Lovely. Nice and controlled. This is really useful, obviously for balance, for leg strength, but also really good at helping you go downstairs. So let's change that leading leg forwards. Good. So we've got that nice strong trunk. Good. You'll notice you feel the similar muscles to the muscles you use when we're squatting. Good. So we do have trouble with those knees. You need to make this maybe a little bit smaller. Good. Last couple. And walk it out. Woo. Brilliant, guys. So very functional. Very based on every day. It's going to help with everything. Now, ready for knee lifts. Off we go. 3, 2, 1. So you can add those big arms if you like, or we can take those arms out. Great work, guys. Remember that strong trunk. That's it. That's it, Sam. Strong trunk. Yeah, don't work too hard down there, sir. Oh, keep moving. Okay, got another 8 seconds. Keep it up. You're doing a brilliant job. You can do this. We are halfway. All right, last one. Walk it out. Woo! Now, hamstring curl next. So there's those little heel kicks. Remember, if you need an alternative, walk on the spot, backward tap, squeeze. Squeeze. Good. Now, we did this little rose last time. What we're going to do this time, we're going to pulse these arms behind us. We're going to use our tricep muscles in the back of the arms as well as our upper back. Good. So push those palms behind you. And if that breathing starts to come so fast that you can't talk, take the arms out and make the movement smaller. Good. Maybe even walk it out. As long as those feet are moving, we don't just stop. Great work, guys. Okay, 10 seconds. Brilliant work. Keep it up. 3, 2, 1. Walk it out. So we've had Billy. Oh, they're playing hide and seek. Good to see homeschooling goes really well when I'm not in charge. Okay. Now, side steps. You ready? This way if we can, just singles. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Step together. Stepping with the side of that foot. Now, should we have that chest press? Good. Keep that strong back. You can almost squeeze the shoulder blades together as the elbows come back. Only pushing as far as those shoulders want you to, okay? It's not about how far you can go. Keep that strong trunk. Yes, you got it. Now, you can take those arms out at any time. Just let those arms relax. Brilliant work, guys. Right side of the foot. Keep those knees facing forwards. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Nice and easy. Walk it out. So, we've got those upright rows again. So if you've got your tins, and I should have told you about this, Great if you haven't, don't worry. Palms facing you, feet gently moving. Breathe out. Make sure we breathe out. Don't let those chins sort of pull you forwards. Keep that strong trunk. You may even find it helps to draw that tummy button in away from the waistband of the trousers. You got it. Breathing out. See if you can draw those shoulder blades together at the top of that move. Good. As you squeeze these elbows up, draw the shoulder blades together. Great stuff. Okay, last couple. Last one. Okay, roll those shoulders. Keep those feet moving. Just pop those chins down somewhere nice and secure. Somewhere nice and safe. Shake it out. Hello. Okay, you're going to punch with me? All right, we've got punching next. Off you go. That's it. You're going to punch. Punch and march, Bill, okay? Now, we're going to punch down. Forwards. We're going to punch it up. Good. Forwards. Joe Wicks doesn't have this problem. Okay. Up. Oh, does he? Maybe he's got like a locked door. Okay. Last couple. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Tap it out. Shake it out. Remember the side steps? We're going to do the doubles next. Okay. So make sure you got that space. Enough space for 2. Now, we're going to say 3, 2, 1. A little bit slower to start. We're going to step together, step together. Good. Together. A little bit faster. Let's do it. Step together, step. Step together, step. So if you find it too fast, just slow it down. Good. Step together, step. Now, add that window wash. Brilliant, guys. Nice and strong. Stepping with the outside of that foot. Oh! Well, I don't need my windows cleaned today, so I'm just focused on exercise only. I don't want to look out. Okay. 3, 2, last one. Okay, tap it out, walk it out. You are doing amazingly. 2 more exercises. We'll cool it all down. Well done, guys. Okay. Oh, you're all right, Lisa? Okay. Feet a little bit wider. Remember that little knee bend. When the knees bend, make sure it's in line with that second toe. Now, we're going to punch forwards or across. Forwards. Now, as long as you feel confident that it's not going to do anything here, we're going to just gently punch across. You can extend that movement if you like. Good. Keep that nice, strong trunk, head tall. Just looking in the way that you're punching. Good. Let's try forwards. So very excellent exercise this one, using all the major muscle groups and then across. Good, ready, 4, 3, forwards, 2, 1. Walk it out, roll those shoulders, my friends. Okay, so it's the squats. Now remember the squats last time. Feet hip width apart, a little bit wider if in doubt, you know. And what we're going to do is just sit down into those heels. Now, if you're not sure about this, use the chair. Use the chair. Keep squatting, you guys. So feel for that chair on the back of the legs. Push that bottom to the back of the chair as if you're about to sit down. It's this action, okay? And the chair just gives you a little bit more confidence. Push up through your heels, squeeze your bottom. Good. Push up through your heels, squeeze your bottom. Let's do 5 more. 5. Now walk it out if you can't do 4 more. Or if you don't feel it's right to do 4 more. 3 more. 2. Last one. Last one. Okay. Walk it out. Woo! Okay. Brilliant. Now we're going to walk forwards, on the spot, back, on the spot. We're going to start to calm it all down. Forwards, on the spot, backwards, on the spot. Now just stay on the spot, just for a few more steps. Okay, enough of voulez-vous. All right, brilliant work, guys. Just tap it out. And then as long as you feel okay, as long as that breathing's okay, help yourself to some water, little bit of drink. It is so much warmer today than it has been in the previous sessions. So even if you didn't maybe last week have some water, this week you may think, like me, a few little sips just to wet the whistle. So good. So remember what we were talking about, keeping those feet moving, just making sure that we don't just stop. So if you do find, I really, really must stop, the best thing to do is sit down to do your cool down. Okay, brilliant. Now, what I'm going to get you to do is just relax those arms on your hips or just by your side. And we're really going to slow this down. So this cool down is so important. So we want to bring that heart rate back to a more normal level. We want to stretch out those muscles we've been working. And this is what the cool down's all around. So when you leave this room, you will be feeling ready for the rest of your day, even though you might need a cup of tea. Okay. But what we don't want you to do is to start to stiffen up, feel a bit odd. So that is why the cool down forms a really important part. Important part of an older person's warm-up, okay? And I class myself in that category and have done for the last 10 years. So let's just take a little tap behind us. Okay, we're just going to gently step behind. Relax those shoulders away from the ears. And this is very much slower than we were doing in the main section. Yes. It's really, I know for some of us, it's a relief to stop. For some of us, it's really, I just want to keep going. So breathe out. It's that, all those sort of hormonal responses. It's like the fight or flight response that sort of takes place. So you've got that adrenaline and we need to just calm that down a little bit. So make sure we breathe out, just moving slowly. And while we're doing this, let's just circle those wrists. What a great way to start my Tuesday with you guys. Thank you so much for being here. It makes such a difference to everything. And again, thank you for, I've had some very moving emails in the last couple of weeks, just about how you felt just coming to the classes. It's so lovely to hear from you, and thank you so much. It makes me feel like I'm doing something worthwhile, so it's brilliant. We're going to open, just draw those shoulder blades together. We're going to bring it back. Just watch out, okay? I know there's a few couples out there, and just watch out for the nearest and dearest. If you're stepping out and flinging those arms out, and then we're going to bring it back. Okay, just roll those shoulders. Now, remember at the start, we were taking those arm circles. So we're going to lead with that thumb and just take a nice big circle, open up that shoulder, nice and slowly. And I just scrape the wall, so just be careful of what's around you. And this may not be appropriate for you. Your circle may be here, wider, not so high. Okay, just find your circle, your range. Good. And then we're going to take those elbow circles and just gradually reduce the range. Good. Shoulder rolls. Excellent. So you may find now your breathing starting to be a little bit more normal. Don't worry if it's not. I always take quite a while to recover. Okay.
So we're just going to take that foot behind you. But you may find, particularly those of you who are coming back to exercise after a while, or maybe totally new, sometimes that recovery period takes a lot longer. And then as you get fitter, your recovery becomes quicker as well. It takes you less time to bring that heart rate down. So we're just taking that step behind. Now I'm going to leave that foot behind me. I'm going to press the heel of this back foot to the floor. So we're stretching those calf muscles, the lower leg, back of the leg. Good. So we've got this strong trunk. There's a slight lean forward, but as you can see, we've got the shoulders, the hips, the ankles, sort of in that diagonal line. Good. And then we're going to bring it up. Just move those feet a little bit. So those calf muscles are helping pump that blood back up to the heart, and we'll do the same on the other side. Good. Draw those shoulders down away from the ears and lift that chest. Sometimes you'll see people doing a sort of upper back stretch at the same time, but I like to focus on one thing at a time. Just one of my things. Good. Do one thing really well rather than two things really badly. That's me and homeschooling, by the way. Okay. Now, we're going to just take those feet a little bit wider than normal, maybe a little bit wider again. We're just going to take a little reach out. We're going to breathe in. I know you can't see my hands, so bear with me. We're going to just lift this chest. And there, you can see my hand there. I'm not actually going to take it over. And then we're going to come back, bring it down, little knee bend, little up, little heel raise and down. We're going to do the same on the other side. So we're going to breathe in and we're going to breathe out. So we're getting a nice little stretch for these muscles in the side of the trunk. Good. If that's not appropriate for you, just leave those hands by the side and do that instead, like we did at the start. Okay, both sides. And then we're going to bring those feet back in. Good. Let's see if we can walk this hand over that shoulder. So you remember we did that? We gave you a pat on the back at the start. This time, now we're going to steady the feet. And we're just going to draw that tummy button in. Soften those knees. Push that elbow towards the ceiling. Good. So we're getting a lovely bit of flexibility for the shoulders and the back of the arm. So that's going to help you reach behind you. So all sorts of things we take for granted until we can't do them. Things like doing up necklaces in the back, and things like brushing the back of your hair, washing your hair. So if we can keep this, we can keep taking those movements for granted. Great stuff, guys. Breathe out as you're stretching. And release. And then we're just going to take a little roll of those shoulders. We are going to I can just see a little message here from Julia. Hi, Julia. Jane Fonda used to encourage us to go for the burn. That was it. I was thinking, was it go for the burn? Or was it no pain, no gain? It reminds me of lots of things that used to be there, sort of 70s and 80s. It was, really go for it. And actually, the research has shown you don't have to really go for it to get the maximum benefit. Okay, now let's see if, lots of research by the way, we're now going to just bend the knees and stick that bottom out a little bit. Can you see that there? So this is a way of coming into our back of the thigh stretch. I'm going to put one foot in front of me. I'm just going to show you here because the light wasn't shining. And then keeping that back nice and straight, we're just going to bring that chest towards the straight leg. Now we're going to breathe out. And if you feel comfortable, as you breathe in, we're going to draw that toe up to the ceiling, or you can just leave it down. Breathe out, and then gently come all the way up. Good. We'll do that again on the other side. If you prefer just to take that foot forwards and come in like that, that's fine. Just two different ways of accessing the same stretch. Good work. So that chest in line with that, the hips in line with the chest, we're all square. And we're feeling that stretch in the back of the thigh. Good. Breathing out. Really trying to relax into these stretches. Gently coming out. Brilliant. Okay, let's just take a nice big breath in. Big breath out. Bring these hands behind you. Now what we're going to try and do is just touch these fingertips together. And this is about these muscles here. So you're going to almost retract those shoulders. Just gently draw them down. Get this stretch across the chest. So while you're doing this, Draw that chin to the back of the neck. Try and give yourself a double chin. No one can see you. I haven't got those secret filming cameras. And then we're going to release and just let those arms go. Okay, good. And then we're just going to shake it out. Shake it out. Shake the legs, shake the ankles, shake the arms, shake that body. Just get rid of any tension that those stretches might have caused. And then we're going to finish off with the front of the thighs. So we want to hold onto the wall for this one, okay? Let's see if we can stand on one leg. Just soften that knee a little bit so we're nice and balanced. And this is our sort of starting point. So knee pointing down towards the floor, and we're just getting that stretch in the front of the thigh. If you can, hold the trouser leg, back of the trainer, front of the trainer. We're just going to bring that heel nice and squeeze it into the bottom. And by doing that, we get that stretch down the front of the thigh. Good. And then we're going to release. And then we just move the feet a little bit, do the same on the other side. So if you can, keep that knee pointing down towards the floor rather than letting it sort of do that. So that's where we hold onto the wall. And just try and allow this bottom, just squeeze this bottom under. So see if you can just gently push the hip of that bent leg forwards and avoid arching that back. Good. And then we're going to release. All right, let's step away, shall we? Let's step away. Let's open out that chest. Breathe out. And this is the section that I like to really feel that we're just finishing up. And if you don't like the breathing, you just go. It's not mandatory. It's something that I really like to do. Just helps stimulate this sort of opposite of this adrenaline. So we're going to just breathe in through the nose, and then we're going to slowly push that breath out through the mouth. And you can do this at your pace. Just listen in to your breathing. Feel your feet connected to the floor. That's our grounding. And we're going to leave this room feeling centered, feeling we know exactly who we are, where we are. So we're going to take 2 more breaths in, and then slower, soft breath out. Give those toes a little wiggle. Give those shoulders a little roll. That is the end of our circuit session today. Great work, everyone. That was fantastic. Like I said, I can really feel the energy coming at me. We even managed to get the Tagg boys involved, and that is quite difficult. You didn't see the older one. He was crawling underneath the camera trying to join in. He's too shy. But anyway, have a great day. Enjoy yourselves. I shall see you at the same circuit on Friday morning. And for those of you who like a strength session, we've got one on Thursday morning. So, hwyl fawr, have a great day. See you soon. Bye-bye.